and it is so good to be back with you all. We have missed you all for the
We
last 2
have,
weeks.
yes.
We have missed you, and it's so good to see you and be back with you, and we hope you're warm. I'm Nancy Kaysen. I have a little gift shop downtown called the Red Ribbon,
like hers
and we're
better?
having a huge clearance sale right now. 270 Central Avenue Northwest. Come by and see me. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, Thanksgiving, scarves,
July.
you name it, birthday. We're trying to get it on out of there so we can get some new stuff in. And this is Brene Beatty co-hosting with me, and she is
Retired,
I love
gone
saying
to the
that.
dogs. I love
She
it.
loves saying that. She
I
loves
wake
saying
up every
retired.
morning and go, I'm retired.
And Monday and Tuesday, I was at home with Flavis, who is also retired, and by noon on Tuesday,
You were glad you weren't retired?
no, he was glad that I wasn't retired because he told me several times that he was glad that I was probably going to go back into work Wednesday morning. And I said, yes, probably so, because it had just been a little more than we could handle. And Mary Ballard is here with Brandy.
Yes, is she not cute?
And Brandy is so sweet. We can't tell you all how sweet she is. She's just
she's urgent. She's
so
urgent.
sweet and urgent.
She is very
Yes.
urgent.
We have lots of dogs at the shelter, lots of surrenders.
Yeah,
It's-
lots and lots of owner surrenders.
This past weekend with all the cold weather, how did that go?
Well, no adoption event. They had to do it at animal control, which they only have the 2 hours.
Yeah,
so
that's not good.
If it's really cold or rainy and so forth, we've got limited volunteers through the holidays too. That they were all on vacation, a lot of them.
And all
so
the Lee students were.
and the Lee students are
that's
back
right.
home. Yeah,
That's right.
so
Oh gosh.
yep. So we
baby.
we had to do it at animal control, and
And this Saturday, it's like 80% chance of rain, so it's
Yeah.
probably going to be at
Oh,
animal
yeah.
control.
Oh.
I always check the Facebook page on Saturday
Yeah.
morning before you head out to make sure where the event's
Yeah.
going to be. If it's at animal control, you have from 10 until noon to be there. If it's at Tractor Supply, we're usually there between 9 and 2 or 3. So
And we thank Tractor Supply for
yes,
doing that.
yes, we do.
They do it every time it's nice enough weather to do
Yes.
it there. But now I've not, I told you I can't go out there because I can't afford to adopt all the dogs that are out there. But it's indoors. I mean, they're protected from all this weather we've just had and everything.
It's actually
so.
inside the kennel area where they're housed all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a chance also on Saturday to go by and look at where these dogs have to live. And it's not a nice place. I mean,
No, it's not.
It's indoors and it's heated and air conditioned and so forth. But these are little kennels, little
Yeah.
stall kennels.
Concrete, no
Concrete,
blankets.
no
for
blankets,
them to lie
nothing to
on.
lay
It's
on at all.
just- There's a mesh, a mesh thing that they
Metal
can get up,
mesh.
metal mesh that
Yeah.
they can get up off the concrete. But,
Yeah.
I mean, still there's that cold air underneath. It's.
Yeah.
And when they clean it, there's a drain in the middle, and they hose it down. And if the dogs don't get out of the way, they get hosed too.
Yeah.
So it's.
It's not the ideal place
No.
for a
It
really
beats being
great.
outside and hit by a car
Right,
and
right,
stuff like that.
right,
But,
right.
you wouldn't want to spend several days there yourself.
Oh no! Try just overnight if you
Yeah.
could. If they would
Which-
allow, I don't know if they would allow, but
And it's stressful too because,
Very.
A lot of dogs
it's
in there, a lot
a
of barking,
dogs.
a lot of
Somebody
strange
walks through,
noises.
they,
Yeah.
start
Everybody
barking.
barks,
Yeah.
right.
And
Okay, so now
so-
we call, you know how this works, folks. We call her Brandy, but that's not how you would identify her.
Exactly.
She is dog number.
she is dog number 582.
Now, does
I
that
thought she
mean
was 83.
Oh, yes,
Since-
you're right.
Yes.
I got the wrong
583.
one. She's 583.
now does that mean
Got two of them.
since when
July
have
the
we started?
1st.
July the 1st.
July the
okay.
1st.
We've had. She's the 583rd
Actually, they're
dog.
in,
The
right, that's
600s.
correct,
They're
but
in the
they are
600s.
already in the 600 series, like 620s,
Yeah.
which means that she is very urgent. Her
urgent,
due
yeah.
out date was actually January the 4th. So she has been there already almost a week past her due date out,
Yeah.
which puts her in, but now she's very healthy. She's not
Yeah.
coughing. She doesn't have kennel cough. She's been lucky.
She's not
She's
starved,
very
she's
healthy.
muscular.
Right.
and
Where was she found?
She was found on Treasury Drive off
down
Dalton
there
Pike.
next to South
Oh, yeah,
Walmart.
South Walmart.
South Walmart,
Okay.
right.
Okay, so somebody may have lost a really good dog.
Yeah.
Because
She-
she's very calm around people. She's very friendly.
She's about 2 years old. She is a female.
Yeah.
And
Okay, baby.
Let's not
Say,
do
see?
that on TV.
No.
Let's not do that on TV. Okay.
Dog's a dog's a
and
dog.
that's
she's
right.
she's a great size
sweetheart.
for a small house even.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's very calm. She's not rambunctious. She's past her puppy stage, but yet she's not. She's just she'd make a great companion.
you say she
for
was good with
someone.
cats?
She's okay with cats. We test her at Melissa's yesterday when we take her to have her groomed. Melissa has cats, so it's an excellent opportunity to find out a little bit more, because it's so hard to find their temperament while they're in animal control,
Right.
because
Yeah.
they're in there with maybe one other dog or two other dogs in the same kennel, so we know that they're okay with dogs, but how are they with other cats and
Cute little stubby tail.
I know.
I know.
And
That's a
kids.
boxer tail.
It is. Someone they say that she is a hound mix, but we think that she has some boxer in her, and someone has docked her tail like boxers'
Yes,
tails are
yes,
usually
and her color
docked.
is boxer
Yeah.
color.
Yeah, her eyes, her
Yeah.
coloring.
She
See
just
what
doesn't
good
have the
manners
boxer
she-
mask, but
Yeah.
but she's just
Or the
she's very
nose. She's got
alert.
the long-
She's very
yeah.
alert,
Very, very alert.
and
She
very
sits for
calm.
treats. Yeah.
I mean, we've had them on here before, folks, that were not calm.
Yeah.
And she's very calm.
She
And
ate your necklace and your
Yes.
buttons.
Oh, we did. We did. We had one that ate the buttons off my sweater, or a button off my sweater, and we've had them try to get earrings before. So
Yeah.
she is extremely calm.
Look, even for treats. she
And
just
yes,
sits and
For
waits.
treats,
just-
she
Good,
actually
just-
sits there and waits for you to give it to her. She's not
Yeah.
she's not going to be too food
She's-
aggressive
right.
then.
She's-
She's very patient. She was
She
great.
chews so cute.
Giving her
She does.
her bath. She was very, very, very good. She doesn't pull on the leash. She walks very gracefully, very calm.
Somebody's lost a good dog.
I know.
Somebody
that's
needs to
what I
come
say.
get her too.
That is true. And you can do that in
And you-
animal control. Now tell them where animal control is.
Okay, yeah. If you have lost this dog or any other dog, please go to Animal Control. They're located at 360 Hill Street, which is just off of Inman Street, on the way into town or out of town, off 64 bypass and from downtown. So they're about a half a mile, or not even a half a mile, about a quarter of a mile off of Inman Street. It's very convenient. There's a blue and white sign there on both
You
directions.
can't miss it. It's got dogs and
Can't
cats
miss
and a big bone across, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
It's a dog house.
Yeah.
And
It's
now
shaped
that
like a
Dan
dog
Hartman and the
house.
boys have trimmed the trees down and everything, you can
can
see
see
the
the
sign,
sign.
and we thank them for doing that, guys.
Oh, yeah.
They came down to the Red Ribbon the other day and trimmed, it was city trees that were
Yeah.
growing into my shop. I
Yeah.
mean, it was like squirrels were being able to run from the tree into the upstairs of the
Yes.
shop and make a little nest, which wasn't good. So they came over and did that. And
They
they're-
were cold too.
Yes, they were, but I don't care, But anyway, they're great workers, and Dan, we appreciate you and your guys for getting out there and trimming
Yeah.
that sign off so people could see it. And now, the phone number there is,
The phone number for Animal Control is 479-2122, and they are open from 11 a.m. until 5 Monday through Friday, and then 10 until noon on Saturdays. Cleveland for No Kill City goes in every day, as we know, and takes the pictures of the animals that are at Animal Control, cats included. We do have cats there.
we don't mean to ignore them, folks, it's just that
We do.
we do ignore them, but we
Sorry
don't
about
mean
that.
to. There are
You can't
cats
love
there,
I'm
too.
going to surprise you one day and bring you a really,
Please don't.
really
We've been,
done
we've been through cats. We've had cats. Thank you.
Trust
We
us,
don't-
go to the webpage,
Yes,
the Facebook
that's right.
page and look
Check
at the
out
cats.
the
They're
Facebook
cute.
page
Oh,
and
yeah.
look at them, because that's a whole lot easier than, we've tried cats twice.
It is. Cats are hard.
And,
They're hard to transport in
well,
vehicles,
they don't do
too.
well on a leash.
No, they don't do well on
So,
leash at all. You
th-
sweet
that-
And they get excited and scratch us. And
Yes,
then
they
we
do,
lose
and then
them.
we put them down, and then they jump down, and then they get under a piece of furniture, and we end up having to run them down, and it's just not fun.
Right, so Cleveland for No Kill City goes in and takes pictures of the dogs and cats every evening and posts them on the Facebook page of Cleveland for a No Kill City. Please go and like that page and look at every animal there. If you're interested in any of them, there's a phone number listed with each listing. It's 464-6070, and you can call and ask the volunteers any information. And if they don't know, they will ask the fostering or adoption page also to find out if any of the volunteers have experience with that particular dog, or they will send someone out there to do that, to test
to go
them.
temperament test. or
Yeah.
Oh,
whatever,
okay.
yeah. And it isn't just local. We
Right.
transport all over the country.
Right.
So
Renee,
if you have
Renee be a transporter?
yes,
We
on
have
Christmas, right before Christmas,
Uh-huh.
I took one to Hagerstown, Maryland.
How was your weather?
No.
Well, the weather was nice. It rained. You couldn't see 2 car lengths in front of you from here to Virginia. It was tense, and the dog chewed everything in the car. God love her. But anyway, we got her up there, and then I had a white Christmas. My friends in Pennsylvania weren't happy, but I was ecstatic.
Oh, good. Okay, but you didn't have to drive in the snow.
No,
That's
did
good.
not,
That's
did not,
good.
yes.
All right, real quickly, Mary, let's go back to phone numbers now.
Yes.
Okay.
For the shelter, the phone number is?
Yeah, for Cleveland Animal Control, it's area code 423-479-2122. And for Cleveland, for a no-kill city, it's area code 423-464-6070. And if you are out of town, if you have a relative out of town, and want to take a dog to them, or we can arrange transport, either one.
Oh, and I want to say, go to the Facebook page, and there is a picture of about 8 or 9 dogs that must be adopted by 5 o'clock today, or they will euthanize because they're overcrowded.
Yep.
So
And
this
she is actually one of those
and she's-
in that
Oh,
picture.
no.
She's one of them.
She is one of
she's
them.
too adorable.
So there are 8 urgent dogs
Yeah.
that have to be out by this evening at 5.
And
Or
the-
you could foster.
Well,
and
Adopt
that would be great. And the
adopt to
adoption
rehome.
fee is $50.
Yes.
Right.
And that spays or neuters the animal, and then
And
you
all
pick
the
it up
shots.
at the vet, and it gets you all your shots also. So that amount does not go to the shelter. It goes to the veterinarian that's going to neuter or spay your dog. So,
And the veterinarians are Appalachia and Dixie Day.
right.
That do it for
Mary,
that
thank you so much. It's good to see you, gal. I hope you had a nice
know.
Christmas
I
and
did.
Happy
Thank
New
you.
Year. And Brandy needs a home. She's dog
Look at that
583.
face. Look at that
583.
face.
And
She's
call the
beautiful.
shelter today. And folks, if you don't want to adopt a dog, you can always call
And
and
sponsor.
sponsor a dog. Okay?
You can
At
sponsor.
$50 sponsorship, and that'll help tremendously. Okay, don't go away, because we do have some 2-legged guests that we're going to be bringing on in just a few minutes. So right after this commercial break, we will be back. So don't go away.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Are you having trouble filing for disability?
Seems no one is concerned about your pain, the waiting, the denials.
While some representatives will meet with you in court, we will meet with you now to discuss your plan. We'll review with you the same file that the judges will see. Call us now. Social Security Law Center at Logan Thompson.
You're entitled to better.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
Oh, hello. Uh-huh.
Yeah, whoops.
And yes. I am so sorry. Y'all can tell that we got out of the habit of being on TV for 2 weeks there.
We were just chattering.
Yes, having the best time, even talking to people off set here.
Yes.
Who will be on set in just a little while. But anyway, Bethany McCoy from Lee University. And tell me your official title at Lee.
Okay, it is Community Relations Coordinator and Encore Program Coordinator. So I get to
Coordinate
trade
two
hats.
Place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the reason I asked her on was because it's time for Encore enrollment.
Yes.
Now, first of all, tell everybody what Encore is.
Okay, the Encore program is a community enrichment program, and it's for people ages 60 and above, and they can take courses on campus. You can take courses on campus for a $25 fee. You can take 2 classes, which is incredible. And
Incredible,
We
yes.
have many courses that are just for Encore students, but then we also have some traditional courses as well that you can take as an Encore student also. So.
And I just found that out because
Yes.
one of the courses that I was interested in my husband taking, I always love to volunteer my husband to do this, was this memoir writing, but Bethany says she thinks it's full
Oh my
already.
goodness. I have had, we got back into the office on Monday, and I have had over 60 applications come through since Monday. So it's been fun. But memoir writing is always one of the most popular courses. So we try to offer it every semester.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
So everyone can get a chance.
Now, let me just ask you a minute. What do we have to do to register? I mean, do we just show up on campus, or what do we do?
You can. My office is open for registration currently from 8:30 to noon, Monday through Thursday, or 12:30. I'm flexible. Or you can call me and make an appointment, and I can do in-office registration that way. I've registered some people on the phone the past few days. We'll also be having fast track registration on Thursday the 16th and Monday the 20th. And with the fast track registration, you can come in, pick your courses, go to campus safety, get everything confirmed all at once. So that's a great opportunity to come as well. And it's 5 to 7:30 on Thursday the 16th and Monday the 20th. And that's in the Centenary Room in the administration building on campus.
Okay, so that means that today until 12:30, after they see this morning, they
Yes.
can run
out
to your
there.
office
Yes.
if they want to and register for a class. Now, the fast track that you're talking about will be, you said, next Thursday and then the following Monday.
Correct.
Okay, now, when I show up, what do I need to show up with?
Yeah, your checkbook will take
That's good. Okay. All right.
credit card.
Do you take credit cards?
We take cash, check, credit card. You know, I've asked about firstborn. They haven't given me an answer about that yet. But no, we really take just about anything. It's $25 for the 2 courses. So
Barter
when you
chickens.
show up, yeah, exactly.
You don't want to
What
barter
can you
with farm
give me?
animals or something like that. Okay.
No, just $25 for the 2 courses. And so just bring that and yourself and kind of an idea maybe of what you're interested in taking. And you can find those courses. We have ads that are running in the Cleveland Daily Banner
Yes.
currently.
Yay, Rob.
Yes.
Yes, and in the Times Free Press as well. We also have information on our website. So if you go to leeuniversity.edu, there is an Encore link. And if you go to the Encore
okay.
link, then all of the information is on there as well, including my contact information. There's clickable links for a registration form as well as the classes that are going to be offered.
Now, do all of these classes run for an entire semester, or how do they do?
No, and that's what's so great about Encore is that we offer mini courses, and the mini courses are tailored specifically for the Encore students, and it's only Encore students, and they're typically 5 to 10 weeks. It depends on the course, and it's up to the professor as well. So we have some that are in the morning, some that are in the evening, some that are in the afternoon. It's really kind of whatever you would like to participate in. But those are just for Encore students, and we call them mini courses.
How neat. Well, I have some friends that do this, and they would rather take a regular course on campus because they enjoy being with the young people, and they said the problem that they have with the Encore classes is it's all old people like them.
Yes, and we do have a lot. It's about half and half, that'll take mini courses, and then other will take traditional. The other great thing about Encore, though, that I think is just so neat, for $25, not only do you get to take courses on campus, but you also get to participate in everything on campus.
Yes, and not just on campus. The Cleveland Community Concert
Series, if you have a student ID.
Yes, exactly. You have a student ID, so you get all of the same opportunities that a traditional student at Lee University gets for the Encore prize and for the Encore program. You get access to the recreation center, you get to go to all of the athletic events and the presidential concert series, and like you all were mentioning the community concerts, any type of discounts that are offered around town for Lee University students, because you are a Lee University student when you are an Encore student.
So neat. It is. Now, are all the Encore courses taught in the same location?
No.
Or no, it depends on what department is teaching this, then we go to that building.
Correct.
Okay.
And some of them are it really just depends on the availability of the classrooms. So as Lee grows, then the classrooms don't necessarily grow. We have to kind of, move around. So some of our computer classes you may take in the science building, and that's because that's the lab that's open. But I have maps, and I map everything out for everyone, kind of show them where they're at. So.
Well, I noticed that there's several things here, but there's Word for beginners. I do pretty well on Word. Excel for beginners. I do fairly well on Excel, but I still could have really good, and obviously
I need to know how to do those formulas. I can insert and I can add in columns, but I can't subtract anything, or
well,
and
then obviously asking those questions that I ask about Facebook, I need to take a class on Facebook because obviously I am not doing worth a flip on Facebook. Okay, but that's not one of the ones offered.
No, but what's funny is we were really excited to add a few kind of different courses that had never been offered before through Encore, and one of those is the iHouse in the iWorld, and it's a course that's tailored specifically to how to use your iPhone and iPad about apps and video conferencing and stuff like that. And that has been so far one of our most popular courses.
Well, I can imagine it would be. The iHouse in the iWorld.
Yes.
That is too cute. But see, I don't have an iPhone or an iPad.
Well, I have an iPhone, and I've got a Kindle
Fire.
Kindle Fire for Christmas. My son gave it to me.
They're wonderful.
And I'm still trying to figure it out. I hadn't watched a movie or read a book on it yet because I can't figure out how to do it.
He
also gave me a Prime membership.
And
I thought, well, that's real cool because, he's a member and he, it's free shipping.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I don't buy that much. I didn't know you got downloads of books and movies on it.
Oh, my goodness.
So now I understand.
You have access to a whole
neat.
library.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
How neat.
But I don't know how to use it. So.
And of course, and people our age are signing up to take that class, I'm sure.
Yes,
So that
I bet
they
that's
could
going to be a popular
That
one.
and the Age of Constantine. There's another course that's about the Age of Constantine and the impact that he had on our culture even today and Christian culture, and so that's pretty fascinating. We've had a lot of people register for that course.
The man, the legend, the impact.
Yes.
Because he kind of said to the Roman Empire, "Bang, you're Christian now."
Yeah,
that's right.
So
there's another class that I want to kind of go into every now and then, and it's the Japanese cinema course.
Yes.
I think
Survey of Japanese cinema.
Yeah.
Is that Mothra and
he's going to do from 1940s until today, and the cultural impacts of some of the movies and all of that different. I think that would be absolutely fascinating.
It would be fast. I would enjoy that for one setting probably.
Yeah.
I'm terrible. That's the reason I say I don't need to take something for an entire
No, I have
semester.
a very short attention span.
When I was in college, and this is going to really date me, but we were on what do you call it? Quarters. We were on the quarter system. Okay, I was okay there because that was 10 weeks and you're done. All right. Now, then we went to semester when I was in one of my graduate eras. And I thought, after about the 13th or 14th week, I'm thinking, when is this going to be over? I know all I need to know about this, which I probably didn't, but, you know, I just had
you were
this.
over it.
I was over
You know,
it.
the
I was.
neatest thing I ever did was Vanderbilt had this weekend program, graduate
Yes.
program, and I did that. And it was 3 weekends for a 3-hour course.
Yes.
Now, it was intense, and
Right.
I had to commute. But, I mean, you know, you can do anything if you know the light's at the end of the tunnel.
Right.
That's right.
And, you know, it was like bing, bing, bing. It was over.
Well,
And-
For short, y'all need to think about some of those.
Introduction to Fitness
Yes.
for the Encore years.
yes, that is another very popular course.
Oh,
They're really all
yeah,
popular,
yeah.
but that's another one that a lot of people have been
And
signing
this
up for.
America, the interwar years,
Yes.
1919 to 1941.
Yes, and
Is that-
Dr. Barnett is teaching that course, and he's one of our distinguished professors on campus. So
Oh,
That era
neat.
is
Yes.
fascinating,
Oh, I think
too.
so too.
Oh,
I think so too. I love the Roaring Twenties.
funny story about Dr. Barnett, actually. When my husband and I transferred up to Lee, we were taking that class together, not that one in particular, but one of Dr. Barnett's courses. And my husband hates reading. We're like polar opposites when it comes to academia. And he looked at me, he goes, "Oh my goodness, this is like being in a movie." He loved Dr. Barnett.
That is great. So, your phone number again, Bethany, tell them.
Yes, my phone number is 614-8598, 614-8598, and that takes you straight to my office.
Right, and then you can call her or tell them some other options.
Yeah, you can call me or you can email me at bmccoy@leeuniversity.edu. That's bmccoy@leeuniversity.edu. Or you can go onto our website, which is just www.leeuniversity.edu.
And we just about EDU'd it out.
We
there,
did.
didn't we? And that way then you can see what the agenda is, what all the offerings are. Really neat ads in the banner. Thank you, banner. Thank you,
Yes.
because you help us out so much. And then here's a really nice one that kind of explained everything, gave a little overview of each of the classes. And then what were those dates for the fast track registration?
Fast track is next Thursday, January 16th, and then Monday, January 20th, from 5 to 7:30 in the Centenary Room, which is in the administration building off of Ocoee Street.
Which is right there where the fountain is.
Yes.
Correct.
So you get the frozen fountain. Yeah. It's right there where the frozen fountain is.
ice
It may thaw
sculpture.
out today, but anyway. And Bethany will be in her office. When she leaves here, she's going to work, and she'll be in her office in case you want to call and get your name in on some of these, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yes, and I think we're going to add maybe a few sections of some of those courses and
already
just in
filled.
case,
Okay.
yes. But we're working on it. So we're going to try to accommodate as much as we can.
That is great. And then also, folks, remember, Bethany said you can sign up for a regular class and do what we used to call auditing the
Yes.
class. And now, if I audit a class in Encore, I don't have to turn in all the homework and stuff like that, do I?
No, that is the beauty of auditing.
There
Take
you
the
go.
test or anything. You
I
just sit and soak up the information.
Exactly.
You don't have to write
Just be a
papers.
sponge.
Yeah,
And-
I love auditing.
2 courses for 25, or even 1 course, it's still it's 25.
$25 flat
and,
fee.
and you get a student ID, and you're good all over campus.
That's right.
Library.
Yep.
Yeah, library
You cannot
and
beat that. There's
no.
not a
Sporting
better deal in
events.
town.
No, there isn't.
And just think next year, folks, if y'all add football,
I know,
there
right?
you go. You know, for $25, you can have
Y'all
a
gonna
season
add
ticket to.
football?
I don't know.
They're going up to Division 1? Is that what it is?
No,
Division.
2 or 3
2 or
in the
3, something like that,
NCAA.
where-
But, you know,
Yeah.
there's dreams.
There are.
There are
They're
dreams.
dreams, and that's good. Bethany, I always love having you on, girl. You're so vibrant and so outgoing and so exciting.
Only
and
when I'm with you. It's just because of you guys.
I think that's not right. But
Let's get deep.
That's right. But the Encore, ENCORE, Encore. Call today. Phone number one more time.
614-8598.
And call Bethany, and she'll be in the office. As soon as she leaves here, she's going to the
That's
office.
right.
So call and ask about some of these classes or some other classes that you might want to audit. Or go online and
Yeah,
figure it
that's
out.
right.
Bethany, thank you so much, gal. I
you.
appreciate it, and hope you had a nice Christmas.
I did. It's quiet.
Good.
And a happy New Year.
Those are always,
yes.
I love those quiet Christmases.
Me
I
too.
really, really do.
Me
Folks,
too.
don't go away. We have a new gentleman in town that I want you all to meet, and he's going to be right here in just a minute with us. So do not go away. We'll be right back after this commercial break. And this is exciting. So
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Are you having trouble filing for disability?
Seems no one is concerned about your pain, the waiting, the denials.
While some representatives will meet with you in court, we will meet with you now to discuss your plan. We'll review with you the same file that the judges will see. Call us now. Social Security Law Center at Logan Thompson.
You're entitled to better.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
And we are back. And I told you this is a newcomer to Cleveland, and we're so tickled to have Dustin Tommy with us.
Welcome,
And-
welcome, welcome.
Yes,
Thank you for having me.
yes, and we hope you enjoy Cleveland.
I have so far.
Good.
It's been a really warm welcome, and there's been a lot of opportunities like this one to just get involved, and Cleveland's been a real supportive
Super.
community for me so
How long
far.
have you been here?
January 1st was the start date of my new lease. Yeah,
Brand new.
brand new.
But you've already spoken to, was it Rotary or Kiwanis that you've already
Rotary and then the Lions Club today.
Okay.
Which
All right.
Rotary?
Sunrise.
Oh, okay.
that early morning,
Early morning.
good, 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 where they sing, which is why I don't do that one, because I don't sing early morning. And tell everybody what your job is now that you've come to Cleveland for.
Okay, it's the Neighborhood Revitalization Initiative, and it's in part sponsored by the United Way, but there's been an advisory council of local leaders, nonprofit, business, city officials who have all kind of come together to form a committee that will be kind of steering this Impact Cleveland initiative that we're trying to invest strategically in neighborhoods that are in need of seeing change happen there. And so my title officially is the Community Development Director, which is fitting because that's been what I've done in Philadelphia for the last 4 years, both in my school and my work.
Did you bring this weather?
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry if I did.
Well, Dustin, this is not normal for us.
I know.
Isn't.
All right.
But I did grow up kind of in this area, in Chattanooga area, and went to school at Cleveland State.
Oh,
in the early 2000s. So
Oh.
I am familiar
You're
with
almost
Cleveland.
a native.
Right.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Now, when we talk about community revitalization, you're not talking about the entire town of Cleveland. We're
Right.
going to narrow it down to
Exactly.
an area.
Exactly. And that hasn't been done yet specifically. The geographic boundaries haven't been set for this initiative per se, but it's going to be in a community that's challenged or is facing various economic, financial, disinvestment challenges that are characteristic of communities that have been affected by poverty and things like that. So one of the neighborhoods that's shown a lot of interest as the advisory council did some groundwork last year was the community near Whirlpool, the old Whirlpool factory in East Cleveland. And we're still working with different people in the community to determine what the needs are and what the specific community will be. But as far as how we go about that, it's been kind of a best practice, considered a best practice nationally, that when you're doing the work of community development, that you don't just do what's called the shotgun approach, just shoot and see where it lands, but to really focus on one neighborhood and transforming it holistically, comprehensively. That has more of a chain reaction effect often than that shotgun approach of just little bits of change in a bunch of little different areas.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. When you're talking advisory, do you have some people from some of our communities that we
Right.
might be going to impact on those advisory committees?
Well, there's about 10 different people that have been involved in the advisory part, and what they've done is met with community members and helped start a neighborhood association in that kind of East Cleveland neighborhood, and those people will be helping lead and drive the change as much or more than the advisory council. They've just kind of been the ones that helped spawn it with these conversations of, hey, Cleveland's doing great in this and this and this area, but hey, this area needs some attention. And so we haven't gotten that far yet. And this first part of the year, I would say the first quarter is going to still be a planning and determining the needs and assessing the situation and really getting a plan together for the year. But some of that's already started, but it's just still in the works.
Well, I can see where it would be handy if you had, let's just say East Cleveland, if you had 4 or 5 representatives from East Cleveland on some kind of committee, because to me it would work a whole lot easier if they told you what needed to be done instead of you going in and saying, here's what we're going to do.
Absolutely. And there's a quote that I love to share sometimes that is famous. Nobody knows who actually said it. It's an indigenous tribe that said, if you've come to help, you're wasting your time. But if you've come because your liberation is bound up with mine, then let us work together.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
that's a
that's
deep,
heavy.
it's a deep
Profound.
quote,
Heavy,
right?
yes.
But we want for the change to be driven by the community that
Internally.
we're working with, and that we're not. Well, it's called asset-based community development. When you're acknowledging that there are assets and resources already there, you're just helping kind of kindle that fire in the neighborhood by offering whatever other assistance you can. And I love Habitat's motto, a hand up instead of a hand out. And Habitat's going to be a major partner in this as well.
That's what I was going to ask. So basically, you're not going in, tearing all the houses down, building new ones, and doing this and that and the other.
No.
Kind of what, give everybody just a brief outline of what we're talking about when we talk about community revitalization.
Okay. Well, holistic, comprehensive community revitalization involves a lot of different spokes to the wheel. And some of those spokes are physical revitalization, so housing and the appearance of the neighborhood. Another is social revitalization, so civic engagement. Any community that you live in that's thriving and healthy, people are proud of it and they want to be there and they're involved. And so we're going to encourage civic engagement, and that's the social aspect. And then there's neighborhood safety. Anytime a community is struggling, they typically have challenges with with crime and so forth that other more wealthy communities don't have. So neighborhood safety is going to be a focus. And the last thing is community leadership and empowerment. So helping the leaders that are already there take more of a role in that transformation. So that's the real general baseline needs assessment that's already been identified and that the community's kind of expressed interest in. But we're thinking it could morph and transform into other things, and I'm sure it will as this initiative gets off the ground. And there's been interest already in like workforce development, which there have been people even at the Rotary Club that morning that said, hey, if you're going to work on this, then you need to think about this. And I totally agree, because some of the people in our poorer neighborhoods, even in Bradley County, are living off of $8,000 or $9,000 a year household income.
That's amazing to me. I don't know.
Well, they're existing.
Right.
That's exactly right, because you have other people in Bradley County that are living off that a month.
Right.
And that to me is just absolutely, and that's not knocking anybody that's living off that a month, but to me that's just amazing. It's just so, and I think a lot of people in Cleveland don't realize that we have abject poverty in some of our areas of Cleveland.
Abject poverty, homelessness.
Yes.
You know, there's.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you have done this before. You're not just walking into something going, oh boy, here I am.
No, I've always been involved, even my Cleveland State years, in various capacities where I'm really serving the felt needs of a community. That's kind of been a passion of mine for as long as I've been a follower of Jesus. And I'm struggling because there's so many speaking engagements. I'm not doing as much as I'm normally used to, but I'm looking forward to sinking my teeth into this. But even in Rome, Georgia, where I went to college after Cleveland State, I was really involved in stuff down there. But in Philadelphia, when the foreclosure crisis hit, I just felt led to get involved in housing-related recovery. It wasn't a disaster response, but it was more responding to the foreclosure crisis. And with that, I became a housing counselor. So I was advocating for homeowners who were faced with foreclosure and various other things that we helped with as well. But very much a part of the community and very much dealing with some of these issues there in Philadelphia where the needs assessment is overwhelming. I mean, I loved my experience there, but part of it is that it's hard to feel like you're making a difference when there's 2 million people in your city, you know, versus here, not that it's a manageable problem, but you can really, in this kind of community, you can really make a difference and feel that.
And you can see what you've done.
And Cleveland's so supportive. And
this is a wonderful community.
It is.
Yeah.
Wonderful community.
Generous, involved.
Right,
yes,
right. And usually you have no problem getting volunteers. Now, sometimes it depends on what you want them to volunteer to do. Like, I am not going to the shelter because I will end up taking 15 dogs home. I am not going to do that. But there are other things I'm more than willing to volunteer for. Now, right now your office is located in the United Way building?
Yes, but we've secured office space over at the Blythe Family Support Center.
Oh, good, okay.
In the community.
Right.
Yeah, good.
Now, see, that's a revitalization over there. That was a school
Absolutely.
that we just closed.
Yeah.
And now look at what else going on over there.
A lot of good things are going on in that building. And so we're working the kinks out with that, and I should be in the office over there on Monday.
Yay.
So you don't know whether you have a phone over there yet, or do you know a number? Or
Not yet, but I've got an email address that you can contact me at. It's impactclevelandtn@gmail.com.
Okay. And you better put the T in, folks, because it's amazing how many Clevelands there are in the United States. Cleveland, Texas, Cleveland, Ohio, Cleveland, Tennessee, and
You
other
call
Clevelands.
people and say, I'm
Cleveland,
from Cleveland.
Georgia.
They'll say, you don't sound like you're from Ohio.
That's right.
And I'm like, that's because I'm
Cleveland,
not.
Georgia. And then I have an announcement for any of you all that want to meet and greet Dustin. This will be Wednesday, the 22nd.
Next Wednesday?
The 22nd.
A week, yeah.
2 weeks.
I'm telling you, this holiday in the middle of the week has just messed me up.
Messed me up,
bad.
I know.
But it's January the 22nd from 1 to 3, and it will be at the Chamber of Commerce building down there where it used to be the Old Village Shopping Center. So
2 weeks
2 weeks, okay.
from yesterday.
Right, okay. So if you want to meet Dustin, who's a very nice, genuine young man, and I'm thrilled he's been on with us today. And I didn't know whether I could get in line and get you on TV with me because I already saw that you'd been to a couple of civic organizations and I knew that things were progressing for you. So we welcome you to Cleveland and we think this is going to be just awesome.
Thank you.
Any last minute little message you have for our viewers out there?
You asked the other guests how their Christmas was.
Oh, how was your Christmas?
My firstborn son was born on the 26th.
Oh,
So-
wow.
You had a fabulous
Yeah,
one.
it was great.
That is wonderful.
It was great.
Now,
And-
as he gets older, he won't think it's wonderful.
I know.
birthday and Christmas are on the-
We're thinking we're gonna do half birthdays.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a good thing.
You know-
Yeah,
Because I had
yeah.
a friend who was born on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, it's
the
tough.
Oh,
pits.
yeah, I have a
Yeah.
friend that was, and they said it is the pits, you know,
Yeah.
because you get all your gifts either for your birthday or for Christmas, and it's just no big celebration. and your birthday's your day.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
And generally, you don't have a cake because it's,
All the Christmas cookies and
Or
stuff. So, yeah,
fruitcake.
July.
Yeah,
right,
July
half
1st,
birthdays, that's
Yes.
wonderful.
June 26th, something
so,
like that.
so this is your firstborn.
It is. So
Boy,
we've got
girl?
we've got a whirlwind. We've had moved to Cleveland. We've had new job. We've had firstborn son. It's just really been great.
Bless your wife's heart.
Oh,
so she
I
had
was
to
just-
change pediatricians obstetricians in the middle of
That's true.
everything.
She's super happy though where we're
good,
at.
good,
Oh, good.
We're
good.
We've made a good transition.
Fantastic.
Good.
Oh, I can't imagine
Oh, with all
anything
the
hardly
hormones,
much,
that would just...
yeah, much more horrifying than to change obstetricians right within a
Yeah.
week or two
Yeah, of delivery.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Well, we were in Chattanooga for about 4 months.
Oh, okay.
Before between Philadelphia and Cleveland.
Okay, I'm feeling
Okay,
better now.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
yeah.
too.
So it's
That's
better.
good. Okay, but I was thinking,
Great.
you know.
I was too.
Okay, this is
Yeah.
not good. Because, Dustin, thank you
Yes.
so much. Good luck with your endeavor. And anytime you want to come back on and talk to us about
Okay.
Update us
where
and-
we
Thank you.
progressed,
Yeah.
Matt and the gang down there at United Way know how to get a hold of me. So, so you can just call and we'll have you back on and
you.
talk about
How
as
things
soon
have
as
progressed.
we've pinpointed an area and as soon as we start, I'd love to step by step do it with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that
I
would
think
be
that would be
great.
super.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you
Will
and
do.
welcome to Cleveland.
All right.
Folks, don't go away. Bernay and I'll be right back with a few little last minute things that you need to know.
Yes.
So don't go away. We'll be right back. But be
And
sure you
get your
watch our
pencil and
commercial.
paper.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
Done something different.
Yeah.
And
it's
we're back.
not pink anymore.
And we're talking about you, Banner, folks.
Yes. You messed us up.
This
We're
is not
actually-
pink anymore,
I
and it's
know.
not on the first page of Lifestyles, but we found it.
We found it.
Even if you thought you had us fooled, we found it.
You
But
can
now-
hide it, but we'll find
That's
it.
right. I have to tell you the funniest thing
Okay.
happened. You know, being off Monday and Tuesday, so I'm watching, as I go through the house, watching Fox News, and they're showing this Arctic vortex
Yeah.
that has split and is coming down, which is causing our cold weather. And this girl on Fox News says, well, this is when we need Superman to just go back up there and push it back together. And I thought, oh, honey, you are on national news, and we just need Superman to push it back together. She's right, that is what we needed.
It
but,
is.
But anyway.
But we're not on national news.
We're not on national news, so we can say that. But anyway, it has been, Monday and Tuesday were just awful, awful, awful. And Brene will say, get your animals inside, or
Yes.
at least get them a little heater out there where they are, or something.
Yes, and actually this weather they need to be inside. Even if you've got a house for them in straw or something, you need to put like a piece of burlap over it, and it needs to be just tall enough, big enough for them to stand up and turn around, because if it's too big, they lose the body heat.
That's right.
You know, it needs to be small and compact, and fresh water, especially for the birds, because I mean, you know, you put it out there and 2 minutes later it's frozen.
Yes.
So yeah, you need to just keep changing
we've
it.
done we've done the water deal for 3 days.
Yeah.
Empty the frozen water, put some fresh water back in.
Well, you know what's so funny? Everybody's saying, oh, don't let your dogs out even during the day or whatever. Mine have been absolutely driving me crazy, going to the door and wanting out. So I let them out, and, you know, so I set the timer so I won't forget them, 5 minutes max. And then I let them in, and 2 of them don't get along, so, I can't let them out together. So I let 2 of them out, and then I bring them in, and then I let the other one out, and then I have to bring them in. And by that time, I've done nothing but walk back and forth to the door.
And see, they're enjoying this cold weather.
And they get out there and they just run, and one of them runs like a rabbit, and he gets out and he goes boing, boing, boing.
That's what my Springer used to do, was spring.
They are
and
so
the birds,
funny.
our bird feeder, we've probably filled that thing up since Sunday 3 times, and it's a huge, we call it the 3-story, and they just eat it down.
Well, I had some pine cones that I had in a basket, and I went to the store and got some. Now, I have a bird feeder with the black hull sunflower and everything, but I went and I got some of that cheap multi-mix, bird feed and everything. And so I put peanut butter in the pine cones and rolled it in it. And then it was like 3 degrees outside, and I was out there in my robe. Tying those things to the tree.
But the birds enjoyed them.
Yeah, but you have to get it long enough that the squirrels can't get it.
Right.
So
there we go,
anyway,
folks.
yeah.
This is how much fun everybody's been having. And my husband has decided that it would not be good for me to retire, because 2 days.
Too much.
Actually, Sunday after church, then we were there Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And about noon on Tuesday, he wanted to know when I was going back to work. So, but anyway, we have a lot going on at the library. We'll start with the library. What all do we have going on at the library, Renee?
Okay, lots of neat stuff. Free computer classes to start. This was Sunday's paper. I cut this out, so it would have been last Monday.
Okay.
A couple of days ago. But anyway, if you got a new e-reader, and I did, I've got to call them, and they will do, you can call them for an appointment. Let's see, where's the number? It's 472-2163, and they'll do a one-on-one appointment. Is that not wonderful? Because, I mean, I guess there's so many different types of e-readers and stuff.
True.
Yeah. But, and then January the 12th, which is this Sunday, yes. They're having the second Sunday at 2 p.m. series. Isn't that cool?
That is.
Second Sunday at 2 p.m., and it's in the community room, and it's, after my own heart.
Yes.
Catherine Prim, she's a doctor of veterinary medicine. We'll talk about her new book, Tennessee Tales, Pets and Their People.
That is too funny.
Yeah, I know. And then she owns Applebrook Animal Hospital in Ooltewah. I didn't know that.
I know where that Applebrook is. It's right as you're coming back from Ooltewah. It's
Yeah.
right there on the right.
Yeah, right when the 4-lane goes
Yes,
into the 2.
yes.
Yeah, I got my dog's microchip there. They
Oh,
had a
okay.
special. They had a special on microchip, and then there was also like this fair and businesses that did dog-related things. It was a couple of years ago.
Oh, is that where
And-
you learned to take your dogs to obedience school?
No,
No.
I took them to Play Dog Excellence
Oh, okay.
over in Red
Okay.
Bank, yeah. But okay, then.
So now let me ask you a question.
yes.
This is second Sunday at 2.
2.
So does this mean every month for the second Sunday at 2
It
says
we'll have series, so I
That
would
sounds
think
good.
so.
Sounds
yeah.
good. Okay, so
So just
watch
mark
the
your
banner
calendar,
or
yeah.
call the, or you can go to clevelandlibrary.org and see what the schedule is for that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. So, and then there's a free introduction to couponing that's next Saturday, the 18th, from 2 until 4 in the community room. And then that sounds interesting.
Yeah, and then we have the children's story time every Saturday at 2
Yeah.
o'clock. And that's the whole family, stories and crafts and all kinds of fun things
Yeah.
to do. And Monster University will be the tween movie showing on the 11th in the community room at 11. Oh, I like the way they do
Oh,
these
I do
things.
this too. It makes it so
11
easy.
at
11 and 2.
Second Sunday at 2.
2,
There we
yes.
go. Okay, let's do all these little alliterations and take care of it.
Yes.
And that is great.
And they've got a bunch of computer classes.
Yes.
And we won't go through theirs because they're different days and different times. And but you can go to www.clevelandlibrary.org and get the information or call the library.
And
So-
there's AARP Smart Driver class is the 13th and 14th at Sky Ridge Medical Center at the West Side campus. Now, that's what used to be Cleveland Community Hospital.
Yes.
And it begins at 8:30 a.m. and it's designated for people, or designed, I'm sorry, for people age 50 or over as a refresher course. And it does save you money on your car insurance. My mother used to take
Really?
this. She had to, you took it, and then every 2 or 3 years you took a renewal.
Mm-hmm.
And the number 559-6887 for more information. And it's really, really neat, folks, and it does get you a discount on your driving
Cool.
insurance, on your car
Yes.
insurance. That's not on your driving, but on your car insurance. Okay.
Oh, and when I was talking about microchipping,
Yes.
Tractor Supply, there again, lovely Tractor
Great people,
Supply,
great
yes,
people.
on January the 11th, which is this Saturday, and February the 8th, from 3 until 4 p.m., they are going to have microchipping available for your dog for $15.
Wow.
Now, a lot of places charge like $50
Right.
to do that. So
That is this Saturday.
This Saturday and February the 8th, and I'll keep this note and I'll remind you again.
From
3 until 4.
Okay,
Yes.
Tractor Supply down there on Keith Street.
Yes.
Folks, it's been fun to be back
It
with
has.
you all. We've missed you. I mean,
We
you know,
have.
2 whole weeks. And
Hope you've missed us.
Yes, we do. We hope you missed us. And freezing to death weather. So,
Oh.
but now today it's supposed to be, I think, in the 50s. And,
Yeah.
and you know, so anyway.
Heat wave.
Heat wave. That's right, heat wave. And I think it's Saturday, maybe 60, but rain, but who
Yeah.
cares?
Yeah, I'd
60,
rather
we don't
have
care.
rain and
We don't care.
60 than-
So anyway, we hope everyone had a great Christmas, and this year we hope will be wonderful to everybody.
Yes.
And
A
we will
happy
see
New
you
Year.
next week, and have a happy New Year.
Yes.
Bye-bye. Now we need to decide.